Hi, hope you've had a good weekend. I'm going to doodle this one. This is on Archer's £140 rough, wonderful paper. It doesn't do the same things that the Fabriano, much cheaper Fabriano, £130 weight does. It's much more difficult to scrape, to lift out from this one, but it does other lovely things. So I'm just going to, it'll be a tree, watery sort of scene. So I'll just put a bit of water on a lot of it, but leaving some dry areas. And I'll put in a bit of blue for the sky, and I'll add a little bit of alizarin crimson to that. Just give it a nice you see it hits and misses, so you get this lovely sparkle, but you can overdo the sparkle, as I have been overdoing. And as you come down to the horizon, you can make it lighter, and you can drag quite easily by putting wet brush against the blue or against the colour, just to move it and let it run down. So that would be the. Let's put a bit of water in here. I haven't got anything in mind for this. I'm just making it up as I go along. I did a demonstration for a group in near Croydon or Selsdon last Thursday evening, and the group is run by Fiona Hooper. I'll probably put a link to her Facebook page because she's a very, very fine artist. And I did 2 acrylic demonstrations in the time I had, and you can see them on her Facebook. I haven't photographed them. I've got them here, but they look good on Facebook. So I'll put a little bit of. I quite like that as it is. I don't think I'll do anything to that. Okay, except maybe dry it off. So hold your ears. I'm just going to. I just want to take the shine off the paper, and I'm just going to put in some trees. I'm doing all with the hake, so let's have a bit of distance, a bit of strength, a bit of nice alizarin and a bit of blue. I'll take the loose hairs away, so we'll just and I'll put some sienna, burnt sienna in there. That's a great mixer with the alizarin. So this is just a doodle. Ron Ransom used to do a lot of this with his big brush watercolour. Okay, now we're going to go a bit deeper with that sienna. There's sort of an abstract painting. It's just creating a pleasing surface, a pleasing painting rather than a portrait of any particular thing. Look, my brush is losing its hair. It's a bit like me. I give myself this haircut when I did it with my beard, and someone paid me the dubious accolade of saying he thought it was horrible. And I thought, if I was as impolite as her, I would have told her that she can't sing because she's in a musical group. She's got a lousy voice. I'll hold that in abeyance, that one. Vengeance is sweet, saith the Lord. Right, so there, look. Nice bit of blue and a bit of burnt sienna, bit of darks. See how the brush picks up the high spots? It's absolutely glorious paper. Right, nice. So I've only used 3 colours, just the blue, the alizarin and the burnt sienna. I'm using bits of the hake. So we'll make this side a bit different to the other, so we avoid symmetry. Just get that a little bit uneven on the top there. You don't want a regular shape. I can detail this with a rigger later. So sort of an autumny scene, although we're hardly in spring in the UK. It's very cold at the moment. Well, coldish. So there we are, just a doodle. Okay. I don't know if that will lift out. I don't really want to lift it out. I think it'll just fill in. No, I don't like that. Right, let's get some good darks now. Blue and burnt sienna. And we'll just put in some bit of beachy stuff here. Get the browny colour of the red, or the rich red of the sienna, burnt sienna. I do like the sienna, I have to say. That's my favourite colour. Now I'm going to put a dark bit of foliage on here, but more heavy, thick. Because when you're painting over damp paper, you need thick, very thick paint. This is just a sort of just a bit of a bush. Let's get that coming up there. Fill that in a little bit there. And we can just draw some reflections, some dry brush. See how easy that dry brush is? You'll have a job to do that in with the Fabriano. I haven't stretched the paper. When I say stretched, I mean re-clipped it. It's just a little bit bouncy, so I'll do that. It's just to keep it flat. But Fabriano does a lot of other things. You can get the lovely grasses just by touching this. You're hitting the high spots, so you have to make allowance for that. So let's put in some. I'll do some rigger work. Let's balance this up a bit here. I've done so many of these, but I'm doing this just to keep the watercolourists happy. And let's get some reflection down here. They're using the colours, the same 3 colours. Let's just okay, so that'll do for that, I think. And then we just dry brush across here. Right, I want some blue on that water now. Bit of dry brush blue, look. And the alizarin. Just get it onto those wet bits there. Okay, that'll do. Now we need to. I'm going to dry that now. I'm going to detail it with the rigger. So take your headphones off. Go. I've got a nice mount to show it in, so I'll use, where's my big rigger? Since doing the demonstrations last Thursday, all my tools are not, my brushes are not where I thought they were. Where have they gone? Oh, I've lost them. No. I'll have to use this little one here. I'll find it. Right, right. Some nice darks for my grassy areas and stuff. Just some detail on this beach area. Right, just, you can, what you put above, you put below, just drag them down. I don't think some of this is going to be behind the mount, so I'll have to concentrate more towards the centre. Look how dark you can get with that burnt sienna and the blue ultramarine. I'll just put a little bit of stuff on here. Okay, so we can just have a bit of detail in there. So can use a bit of gouache in there. Really, maybe I've been a little bit dark with that, but it looks okay. It looks not too bad. So a bit of blue in the mix as well. Just put in. So you have to mix it up quite runny because it won't get into the low spots. It'll stay on. It'll just keep the hit and miss going. When we really want to put in some branches and trunks and. Haven't painted since last Thursday. Been growing old disgracefully the weekend. Just a bit of nothing really. Just to complete this simple little watercolour. Okay, I'll sign it now. I'm going to. Someone said when I put my birds in the acrylics on this demonstration on Thursday evening that these little birds are a bit of a cliche, but I don't quite agree because they link the sky to the land. So that'll do. I'll put a signature on it. I don't think it's worth a signature, but we'll put an Usher in there. Right, bear with me. Let's put a bit of tape on the top. Then I'll go on the hunt for the riggers. Probably in my brush pouch. Right, okay. So there we are. Let's get it over there. So this is very simple. Not a lot going on, but it's got an atmosphere. And I do like atmosphere. And atmosphere for me is a cliche for not putting in a lot of detail. Let's bring the camera around. You don't need to do a lot of detail. I know a lot of people are struggling trying to get away from too much detail. And my advice really is just use the biggest brush you can, then you can't fiddle and fuss. But well, there we are. That's a present. I've been to my sister's house overnight, my brother-in-law's birthday. And so got 3 small ones that are nicely framed of little doodles I did 25 years ago, and they look so attractive. I wish I could get back to some of that, but you move on, and I've lost the sort of way with them. But there was a lot of this sort of thing, but I wasn't using Archers. I don't think I was using Bockingford then. Anyway, I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.